Feeding time! Yes, that's how you run. Feeding Chocobos. Silkiss greens. I'll Silkiss you, you beautiful creature. Give 99. Yeah, I'm just so going off on tangents here. So you find the Chocobos, you get into fights on the Chocobo tracks using the Chocobo lure, and then you use greens to keep the Chocobo in the fight, and then you kill the monsters that are surrounding the Chocobo. And once the Chocobo is all alone, then it is considered caught. Then you can actually use the Chocobo, and you actually have to bring it back to the Chocobo farm ranch place in order to store it away in one of its stalls. Around the world, there are good Chocobos, which have mediocre stats in Chocobo racing. Stamina Plus! And that's pretty much it. Ha! There are good Chocobos, and I'm just going to show myself getting the Silkiss greens this time, because I am just going to keep on going off tangent unless I force myself. Once again, looking at the capture card, it doesn't seem to want to cooperate. Alright, here we go. The complete skinny on Chocobo breeding. You find Chocobo tracks around the world, you use the Chocobo lure, you catch the Chocobos by isolating it from the monsters. There are good, great, and wonderful Chocobos in various areas of the world. Which location has which type of Chocobo depends on the location, but it's a big internet out there. You can find those things for yourself. Once you get those Chocobos, you feed them greens, much like I'm doing for Kitone here. Once you have maxed out their stats, then you take them Chocobo racing. When you win 3 races in a certain rank, you go from C to B to A to S. Once the Chocobo is in S rank, it is eligible for creating a better Chocobo. So you take your good, you take your great, make sure they're opposite genders by the way. You breed the good and the great Chocobo, you create a blue or a green Chocobo. There is no white Chocobo that you can ride on, by the way. So you make sure that you make the blue and the green, they're opposite genders. And then, you do the same thing. You feed them the greens. No improvement. Looks like I've already maxed out Kitone's stats, which is actually awesome. So, you race the blue and the green Chocobo to S rank. You get their stats all the way up. Yeah. Then you breed them together to get a black Chocobo. The black Chocobo, let's just go ahead and change our configuration. The black Chocobo, you get to high stats, you get to S rank, and then you find a wonderful Chocobo. Then you get that Chocobo, feed it all the way up, get it all the way to S rank, and make sure it's the opposite gender to the black Chocobo. Breed the S-rank black Chocobo to the S-rank wonderful Chocobo, and a beautiful golden Chocobo will be born, which, by the way, will have massively better stats than the Chocobo you get by trading the Desert Rose. And, darn it, Kitone. Sorry about that, folks, but you need your Chocobo in the stable in order for it to go Chocobo racing. Then again, why am I apologizing? That was just a simple jump cut for all you all. Anyways, as I was saying, if you get the Chocobo from the Calm Traveler, then it will have pretty much the lowest stats a Chocobo can have. The only way to remedy this is to feed it Silkiss greens until you max out its stats, because the difference between a good and a great and a wonderful Chocobo is how high its stats can possibly go. By the way, I was going in and out repeatedly, so I can talk to this gentleman in the corner over here. How about it? Change your guild into GP. Yes! when GP is 100 gil. So you can spend 10,000 gil to get 100 GP. Isn't that great? And the guy just vanishes. And you can just simply go in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out until he reappears again, and you can just easily max out your GP. And I just did that for demonstrative purposes. So the good, great, and wonderful Chocobos have a certain roof on their stats. If you have a good Chocobo, it can only be so high, a great Chocobo can only be so high, and the wonderful Chocobo can have stats just all the way up. So, let us head over to Ester. Remember Ester? Hey, long time no see. How have you been? There's a lot going on in the world outside. Got a little lonely around here, but you can't keep a jockey from doing what he loves. Word up. How about it? You want to ride again? You have your own Chocobo, right? Yes, I do. Let me register. Which one? The only one I have. No, I'm gonna select this blank here. It actually let me do it, and it just stopped the conversation right there. That's funny. I'll register the C rank Chocobo, and the rank is just what rank they are in Chocobo racing, which you start at C rank and you go all the way up to S rank. Yeah! Which do you want, the long course or the short one? The short course favors Chocobos with the greater top speed. The long course favors the Chocobo with the greater stamina, and you're going to see exactly what Kitone is capable of soon enough. Yeah, but the jockeys can't buy tickets. If you win, you'll get an item ticket, so do your best. In other words, jockeys can't bet on themselves. Oh well. So, here we have the Chocobo Race Class C, and here is Kitone! Yeah, we have a top speed of 88 kilometers and a stamina of 999. Not bad, but look at the other racers. The top speed of 86, 83, 86, 87, 82. And how you win at the Chocobo Race, you hit the select button to go into manual operation, and then you hold the square button to increase your top speed. Now, normally, this is a terrible idea because you will burn through your stamina, but if Kitone is known for one thing, it's her ability to keep going when others would just tire out. So, with 999 stamina, Kitone can keep at maximum speed pretty much throughout the entire race, unless she were to try running around like a crazy Chocobo. But if you look in the upper right corner of the screen, we have pulled very far ahead of the opposition. So there's pretty much no way we can lose, even if we don't go for a final sprint at the end. And one thing that I really didn't point out in the last race was how when the Chocobos sort of dip their heads forward, when their portrait does that in the upper part of the screen there, that means they are running. That means they are going past their top speed and doing a major sprint. You're gonna see them doing that once they hit the final stretch. And yes, I actually cannot skip over this until the second place person up. There they go! There they go! They're sprinting. Only once we have the second place person are we able to skip past it by pressing the start button. Aw, look at how adorable they are. Aw, come on, number 4. Come on, number 4. Yeah! Aw, for number 4. And the item we won is a Phoenix Down. How boring. But that's okay. Cloud says, I won! Does a kick. You may exchange your ticket for an item or GP. I want the GP. A Phoenix Down is worth 10 GP, so gimme the GP. Congratulations, you came in first. And, just for the sake of completion, I will run through the race again, this time on the long course, just so you can see what it looks like. What have we got as far as opposition now? 73, 87, 79, 82, 82, 88. Okay, let's just go ahead and get this over with. We're going to run the long course this time. As you can see, it's the white segment of the map. And look at number 5, trying to pull ahead by dashing ahead. Yeah, if you dash ahead at the start, you're going to have to stop eventually to conserve on your stamina. And there he goes, conserving on the stamina. The long course is much more scenic. It has some crazy, I guess you can say, scenery, I guess. But it's really cool, and it eventually goes back to where the short course came from, and no, none of those fishies were obstacles at all. The reason why the long course favors people with stamina is, obviously, if you keep your top speed for longer, then you can just pull clear ahead. But if you have a greater top speed, then the short course is better, because you're just going to be far and ahead, and when it's time to actually go for the final sprint, you're already so far ahead. And there we go, we've reached the first place. Kitone is utterly taking names in the Chocobo racing. We're just gonna wait here. It takes 3 races, I probably said this before. Manual, auto, manual, auto, manual. It takes 3 races in order to rank up. So, I'm obviously not going to show all 3 races from all of the ranks. I'm just going to show you what items are worth at which rank. And then once we get into the B rank, you're going to see just what we have in store for the future. So we're just going to wait for the other people in the C rank to finish. And there we go. Our prize for this one is a tranquilizer. I have 99 of those, if not 98. How much is this one worth? This one is worth 10 GP. Gimme, gimme. Congratulations. Alright, I'm going to do one more race, and then we'll see what happens after that. Tally-ho. Just sort of lingering on this windscreen here without talking. The music is actually the victory theme from the classic Final Fantasy games. You don't really hear this in the game because they stuck with that whole sort of, I don't know, percussion thing they've got going on. We got a bolt plume. Not bad, but still boring. I won! GP? 20 GP for the bolt plume. Not so boring as I initially thought. Congratulations, you came in first. And your Chocobo moved up a rank. From now on, from next race on, that Chocobo will be in B rank. So we went from crank to brank. Hopefully we'll go to a rank and then srank. Do you want to ride? Let me register. Kitone. Yes. Let's compare the short and the long, shall we? If it's not entertaining enough, I won't show the long one. So, the Chocobo Race Class B has this awesome new background, and we get some better items. Enemy Away, Ether and High Potion. I think Enemy Away is a Materia. And notice the icons next to High Potion, Ether, and Enemy Away. At first we had Roman numerals, now we have a Thunderbolt, a Goblet, and a Flame. That doesn't seem very sensible to me, but now for the main thing, check out the opponent's stats. Top speed 98, 105, 93, 90, 104, and we're just sitting pretty at 88. How are we gonna win? Once again, Kitone's stamina is incredible. I can attest for this. So, these racers all have 300s. Well, we have 999. We're not gonna win by having the better speed. We're gonna win by persevering. So let's do this. B rank. Let's see how much of a run for our money they give us. And as you can see, in the B rank, the Chocobos are a little smarter. They don't exhaust themselves going for beginning of the round rushes. However, they still are not using their top speeds, while we are capable of doing that. So, even though this is stiffer competition, we are still gonna pull way ahead. And there really is... Oh, look, we can even see them across the way over there. That's how far ahead we are. Let's just go all the way to the end here, shall we? And what we have is... High Potion. How did I figure? Darn. I wanted to see enemy away. I won! Let's just go straight ahead, shall we? Oh, hey, I actually got a hero drink. That's pretty neat. Exchange your ticket. How much GP is a hero drink worth? 15 GP? No, I'll take the item. Hero drink increases all of your stats by a significant amount. And you'll notice, when I fought the weapons, I didn't even need them. I mean, if you're using a solo character challenge or a low-level challenge, then you might want them. Otherwise, my Command Materia challenge isn't really that impressive compared to the other stuff out there. Okay, let's rank up, shall we? I won! I want the GP. Congratulations, first, and your Chocobo moved up a rank. From the next race on, that Chocobo will be in A rank. Let's wipe the sweat off our brow, because we're in for something. We're in for something real. Do you want to ride? Let me register. Let's take a look at the competition. Alright, this is the Chocobo Race Class A, which has a floral theme to it now. And we got the, for our ranks, we got the Swift Bolt Plume Enemy Away. Still after that enemy away. The Swift Bolt is signified by a flower. Bolt Plume is signified by a flower. And enemy away is, a flower. But enough stalling. Let's see the opposition. Ooh. Yeah, with top speeds like that, they might have the stamina to spare to make short work of us, especially on the short run, which we've got. Okay, Kit. I know that sometimes some people are gonna say that you're no good, or they'll lash for not meeting their expectations, but you are the best at being you, and nothing is going to change that, and being you must be a fantastic feeling. So, I don't know. I know you have it rough sometimes out there, but just keep doing what you're doing, knowing that you are doing what's right for yourself and everyone you care about. You don't mean harm to anybody. You don't want to impose anything on anybody. You just want to make your mark and maybe somehow make the world a better place, and I think that's worth something. So let's charge out there and race. And we're pulling ahead, and these guys are already exercising their near top speeds. which, as you can see, is really fast. Number 5 is kind of try-harding there by exerting himself. And number 4 is body-blocking us. Get out of the way, man. For the first time in our Chocobo racing tenure, we might have to start using up our dash command in order to keep up and stay ahead. So let's dash ahead here. Okay, we're in first place. We're in first place. That's good. But once the other Chocobos start dashing, then they have us beat. So we need to keep ahead. Come on, Kit! Come on, Kit! Come on, Kit! Come on, Kit! Yes! That was close. That was close. I am so proud of you. What have we pulled off for this? We got the Swift Bolt, and that is just fine with me, because we won. We won, Kit. May exchange your ticket for an item or GP. I want GP. 50 GP! Yes, give it to me. Whew. Now, let's win the other races to get that rank up. Sprint shoes, not bad. Look how much GP are the sprint shoes worth. They're worth 500 GP. No, I will take the item. Sprint shoes. Congratulations, you came in first. Whew, man. And that's game over. Did you see number 2, who looked sort of completely out of it? That's what happens when you lose your stamina. Your Chocobo gets absolutely tired, and they run at their lowest possible speed. Poor number 2 lost out on second place. We have earned an elixir. I won! I want the GP! Ha-ha! 200 GP! Wow, that's great! Looks like you don't have any rivals in the A rank anymore. But you know, there's a rank that's full of those Chocobos. Ahem! From the next race on, that Chocobo is S rank. Joe's usually in that group too, so good luck. And thus, we have set out to prove that the golden Chocobo from the Desert Rose can reach S rank. But I can tell you right now that the gold Chocobo, the Desert Rose Chocobo, cannot actually race in the S rank. Kitone, we're gonna race in the S rank just for the sake of having raced in the S rank. I think I said that correctly. There is no chance we're gonna win, but you're an S-rank Chocobo, and nothing can take that away from us. So, here's what the S-rank looks like. It's got sort of that pillory look, and once again, the winning cards barely make any sense. But, let's see what our opposition looks like. There's Joe on his black Chocobo Tayo, with 97 top speed, 1249 stamina. But here are the rest of the racers. 158 top speed, 148 top speed, 169 top speed, and so forth. And their stamina levels are high enough that they can go at half speed, or at least a little more than half speed, and they can do better than my top speed. So, Kit, this is your final race. You've shown them that you can defy the expectations of the Desert Rose Golden Chocobo. You're an S-ranked Chocobo. Now, even though we're not going to stand much of a chance, Let's race like one. Ah, you beat Joe. That is worth something. And there's the Lost theme. Kind of an off-kilter version of the regular win theme. What could have we have won? What could we have won? We could have won a Bolt Plume. Now, Cloud seems dejected that we lost, but we've won. We've proven our point. We have shown those other S-rank Chocobos that we have the heart, whereas they only have the stats. Anyway, on that bittersweet yet inspirational note, thus endeth this episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy VII, the Command Materia Challenge. Next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy VII, the Command Materia Challenge, we're gonna finish this fight. We have nothing left to do in this big wide world, so we are going to lift off, and we're gonna dive straight into the Northern Crater to finish the fight with Sephiroth. It's been a long time coming, but all good things have an end. Next time, the end. Until then, game out. Look at how proud she is. An S-ranked Chocobo, for sure.